And we are live. What's up, beasties? It's me, it's Triple B, your friendly neighborhood bearded book beast. And welcome back to another episode of Beast Friends Forever. Woo! And I am excited about my guest tonight. I'm probably going to say his last name wrong. I should have asked him before. I'm going to say it how I always say it, and then when he comes on, he can tell me if I said it wrong or right. But he is an awesome dude, the author of these gorgeous, stunning books behind me that I'm so happy to have on my shelf. He was gracious enough to meet with me and hang out at a time that worked for me and for him, even though it's a little bit later for him because he's far away from me. But he's awesome. I'm excited to talk to him. I'm talking about fantasy author Gregory Kontaxis. How close was I?
Actually, that was great. That was perfect.
That's how I always say it. And I'm like, man, it's probably way off. All right, good. You're having a good day. Thanks for coming on, man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. Yeah, it was, it was busy, but yeah, it was a good day.
Good. That's all you can ask for, right? That's all.
What about you?
Yeah, same busy. I'm a teacher, so I work at a high school, so I've got high school students who next week we have exams. So of course, they're like ready for summer. They are not interested in doing any work. They want to be on their phones. They want to play Fortnite. They just want to hang out. So just trying to get them to just lock in, guys. Just a few more days and you'll be free. But you got to pass these exams. So yeah. So it's a long day. Then I got my own kids at home. I come home to, and they have their own things that I got to worry about.
Okay, I see.
But a good day. I like to look at the glass half full. Always positive. That's how I try to be anyway. Wanted to say hi to Maria is here. Hello, Maria.
Hello.
And then we'll have some more people trickle in here as we go on. This is a little bit earlier than I do it, but it's kind of nice. I kind of like this time. It works out nice. It'll get done, and then for me anyway, I can go have dinner and get the kids' night routine going, and you'll be ready for bed by the time we're done.
Yeah, actually, for me, if it was later, it would be like midnight. So.
Oh yeah, that would be wild. I've done a couple that late for me, like when if I have someone who's the opposite way, and then I've done like 11 or 12, and then I just play it up, and I turn the super neon lights on and say late night with the beast, But then it works out. But this way it worked out good because it's not too late for you. Late.
Yeah, it's
fine. But later, are you a night owl or are you more of a morning early riser?
No, I'm a night owl. I mean, I have to work in the morning in my day job, so I cannot escape that. But yeah, I function better in the night. Definitely.
Me too.
That's why I write in the nights always.
Okay. That question was coming up, but I will ask it now because I'm curious. So when you write at night, late at night. Okay, that's
maybe some weekends I might write in the morning, but this is when I'm stressed because I want to finish the book or something, so I have to work all day. Yeah.
But so you're not waking up at 4 a.m. to write a couple hours before work. You just do it at night.
No, it's more possible that I will write until 4 a.m. and then I will sleep until 7 and then wake up or something. But usually, because I work from home sometimes, I usually wake up a bit later, like 8:30 and stuff. So I have some time. And no kids, so yeah, nobody to wake me up for now.
There you go. You can sleep till you're ready to get up. Then that works.
Yeah.
We got some more people popping in here. Some other character. What's up, dude? I like to just look at the glass and wonder if it exists. What makes the glass? I like that. He's a deep thinker. And if anybody hasn't, check out his channel. He's awesome. And he did make a very cool video of a story from my last live that Dave Lawson read. It's hilarious. So check it out. And author Tim McKay's here. What's up, Tim? Howdy. Thanks for being here, man. And welcome everyone else that watches and doesn't comment in there. I appreciate you as well. Thanks for being here. Yes, Tim, you're right. No kids help. But Tim, he can't write at night. He has to write in the morning. but he's not a night owl like us, I guess.
Yeah.
That's him.
I cannot function in the morning. I don't know why.
Oh yeah. Yeah, me too. If I was up too early, I'd just be like nodding off and wouldn't be able to focus. But exciting stuff. You just released this beautiful book right here.
This one and here.
Yeah.
I have a sprayed edges edition.
Oh, you got the sprayed edge one? Oh man. Let me see those edges. That looks good. Now how did you get your sprayed edges done? Is that something you did yourself, or did you hire somebody, or through a company, or what?
No, I cannot do that myself. So I just print the books practically from Ingram, and I send them to a lady who does the sprayed edges. She's really, really good. And yeah, that's the story. But because many people ask me if they can buy those, actually no. It's just for giveaways and stuff. So it's not that there is a place that you can buy that, unfortunately.
That's all right. She did a great job. It looks good.
Yeah, it's very nice. Actually, I ran like a poll in X or Twitter. To decide between two frames for the sprayed edges, two arts, and then I couldn't decide because half of the people voted one and the other half voted for the other.
Oh,
so
no.
I ended up having both.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
I really like it.
Oh yeah, if things look good and people love them, why choose? Just do both.
Yeah, and actually, because many things is a dragon, is a wyvern actually.
Oh, see, there you go. And not just dragon in a ship. Is it?
Yeah.
What? How do you? Is it wyvern or wyvern? How do you say that? I don't know. I always say it wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. It's wyvern.
It is so cool though. And before we talk about the books themselves, I have to know about. Tell me a little bit about your covers. How did you connect with your cover artist, and how did you come up with the ideas for them? Like, they are just some of the coolest covers in fantasy, I think.
So thank you, first of all. My cover artist is me Blart. So I think there are many of us who use them. So the thing is, if some people just go to them and say, I want a cover, just show me some ideas. In that case, I'm not sure if it would be, amazing. Because if you have an artist who never read your book and he doesn't know or see anything about it, it's not easy, to have something that you like, let's say. So I always know what I want. So I give very specific instructions about what I want. And then they show me something which is based on what I want. Or maybe I find another cover which is not what I have at all, but the concept is, let's say, somewhere like 5% near, let's say. And if you do that, they are pretty amazing. So if they know exactly what you want, they are very, very good. So yeah, I'm very happy with the covers too. I think we got a comment about the wyvern.
Lorena, thanks for being here. But see, now that doesn't help me that much because I don't know how to pronounce WAI. I don't know if that's Y or way. It doesn't help me. I'm too dumb. I think Y. I think she's saying Y.
Yeah, I think she's Y.
Yeah.
True.
Okay. Nice. Thank you for that, Lorena.
Yeah.
All right.
We learned something.
Yes, we did. Okay, so you were talking, Tim, wyvern. Okay, got it. You were talking about covers. I don't know if you still had something else you were going to say about your cover artist and all that.
No, that's it. And also, I really like the novella cover as well, The Night of the Moon. So
nice. I wondered if they did the same. I know I have that somewhere. Yes, I love that cover too.
I think it's good. It works pretty well with them.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you just released the third book. So you've got 3 books and a novella. Now, is it just a trilogy, or is there going to be more books in this?
No, it will be 5.
Okay, 5 books. All right, good. Very cool. All right. And so let's start off. So we don't have any spoilers for anybody, including myself, because I haven't gotten to the 3rd book yet. Tell us what the series, or maybe the first book, however you want to do it, is about in your own words as the author.
Okay, is more or less it's a story about, so there are many characters, so I have a very broad cast of characters. I mean,
Nice.
everybody who read even book one knows that. And the story is more or less about like a world that there is a kingdom and an empire that practically starts in a very, let's say, dark age. So there is a warlord that tries to take the kingdom, and there is a lot of history with him, so he has killed most of his enemies and everything. And like just between he takes the crown in the one continent, like a grandmaster appears. So in my story, grandmasters are people that can train like knights, and they're the only ones who knows everything about, to let's say, how to create a well-rounded knight, that it's not only about fighting, it's about many other things. And like this master appears, and a boy appears and tries to help the queen. I don't want to give spoilers. Because the opening is very, like, I would say, grande. So it starts with the battle. So it's the first book. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and this is how it starts. But then I think that the first book is a bit, it starts a bit with a, let's say, boom. And then things become a little bit slower, and the characters develop, especially in the second book and the third book. And the characters split, and everybody has his own way, his own arc, and things develop from there.
Nice.
And just one. So the main idea behind the story, when I started writing it, which of course takes books to explain, it's not only the first book, is that in many fantasy books that I read, at least, so there is always this concept that there is like there are some kingdoms, or there are some people that they are in conflict, and after they need to get united to face like a force, like, let's say, orcs or white walkers or whatever. So what I tried a lot to do with my story is to say that I have other races like centaurs, giants, elves, mermaids. And the thing is that humans like make these other creatures suffer. It's like that I'm trying to say, it's not that we necessarily need to have like an evil force that the humans need to fight. Maybe we are, as the history proves, at some point, the problem.
Yeah. Okay. Very interesting. I like that kind of different look at it. That's a cool way to go about a fantasy story. I like that.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Now I haven't. I'm getting ready to start the first book. I read the prequel novella, and it was really good. I really liked it. Now is that where you would say people should read that first, or did I do it wrong? Should they read the prequel novella after book one? Which I know a lot of times that's what authors would rather have people do.
I'm not sure, because some say read first the novella, some say read first the first book. So I'm not sure.
Either way, it's probably
I would say to start with the first book. Why I'm saying that? Because practically when I wrote the first book, I had no idea I would write the novella. What happened is that I wrote the first book, and then I saw that many people liked one specific character, and then I decided to give some backstory of him. So I think, it's better to read the first book first. But some people disagree, but that's my take.
Well, you heard it here, straight from the author. And speaking of, anybody watching this on replay, or if you're live, once it's done, you'll be able to go to the description, and all Gregory's books will be linked there. And I'll link his website too, so that you can check out his stuff and get going on these awesome books. Bo just popped in. Bo Kelly.
Hi, Bo.
For being here, Bo.
Actually, he's a very good friend.
Yeah. He says, read the novella after book one. You have a better understanding of the main character in the novella.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Nice. Well, see, there you go. That's 2 for it. So now you got backup. So it's good.
Actually, what do you think about the novella? Because it's a very, very dark book I wrote.
It was, but I like the dark stuff, so I like it.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. Like
because it becomes darker and darker.
Okay. So did the books get darker as they go on too?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I like that. Well, and I feel like feel like sometimes if it doesn't get dark, I mean, when we're talking about these themes and these things going on, I feel like the darkness gives it like a little bit of gritty like realism, because if you're in this kind of world, it's not going to be, you know, puppies and butterflies. You know, there's
Yeah, true.
it's got bad stuff's going to happen. And
Yeah,
I feel like that's more enjoyable too, because when you don't feel like, oh, this character's safe, nothing's gonna happen to them. Like if it's dark, it's like, oh gosh, anybody could go, you know. So I feel like that's good.
I mean, anybody can go. It's but
Gotta
the
keep
thing
us
is
on our
that
toes.
it's not like when I started writing the second book or the third, I thought, okay, I want now to have something dark. It just the story took me in that direction. I didn't plan. I don't plan many things. I have some main events in my head that I know that they will happen.
Yeah.
Actually, some of those, even some of those changed in the third book. But yeah, I don't know what will happen in general. So it's just where it takes me.
I like that. I like that. All right. So before we dive into kind of your journey to the first book, I have a question for you. Do you, Gregory, like dad jokes? Really bad dad jokes?
Dad jokes.
Have you ever heard that term?
I know what you mean, but yeah, I didn't hear many dad jokes. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Well, then get ready, because I'm about to tell you one. All right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Why? This is one of my favorite ones, by the way. This is a classic. Why did the mushroom go to the party?
Okay. I have no clue.
Because he was a fun guy. Now, fungi, like fungi, is what a mushroom is, but also the play on words, a fun guy. That's why he went to the party. I know it's terrible. Tim's going to say something. I know he is. He's waiting. That's one of my favorite ones of all time. It's a clever play on words. Fungi. All right. There it is. He always gives me a groan there. All right. Moving on. So take us back to when you were young. When I like to find out two things. So one, when did you develop kind of your love for fantasy? Was it from books? Was it from TV shows, movies, or what? And then when did you first get into writing? And then when did you decide, I'm going to write a book like for real? I'm going to make this happen. Kind of walk us through that journey for you.
Yeah, sure. So about fantasy, the first book is definitely Harry Potter.
Nice.
So I was very young. I was like, I'm not sure, 12 or 11.
Okay.
And yeah, I started reading Harry Potter book 1 and I loved it. And then I continued. So that was the first step. And then definitely Lord of the Rings. So the thing is that because I'm from Greece, most of the fantasy books, they are not translated in Greek. Only the huge ones that they're very famous, they get translated because there is a cost behind that. So you don't have so many choices because most of the Greek audience mostly reads romance. That's the truth. Yeah. So, or now a bit crime too, but not that much. Okay. So the audience for fantasy is very small, and you don't have many choices. So then they started translating Sanderson, which was amazing for me because The Way of Kings, especially the opening, is my favorite opening ever.
Oh, so good.
This battle. And the thing is, The Way of Kings, which is one book, they break it into 4 parts, and every part costs like 20 euros. So to get the whole book, you need 80 euros. It's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's just crazy. So it was so expensive. And then, when my English was good enough, I was like, okay, I will buy everything in English. Now I can buy anything. And it was way, way cheaper because you could buy the ebook as well and stuff. Because in Greece, ebook is not that common. Most of the people, they just buy paperbacks and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I would say that the main authors after Harry Potter and Rowling was, Abercrombie, Sanderson, Tolkien for sure, and later George Martin. The truth is that I learned George Martin after the show.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. I would say those were the first, and Mark Lawrence, of course, because one of the first books I read was The Prince of Thorns.
Yes, I love Prince of Thorns.
Yeah, and it was a very dark book because I think it's the only trilogy, this one, that it's a bit dark. The rest of his books are not that dark. So that those are the authors. And then about writing, actually I never planned that. I was living in Vienna back then, and I had an idea about like a boy that will try to fight like an evil king or something. And I started writing a chapter, and I thought that this would be like a short story that I would write for fun. And after like a month, I had in my mind something very big, and I'm like, okay, this will take 5 books. It's very big. And I started writing it for fun. So I finished the first one, and then some people in Greece saw it because I write in Greek, and I translate then my novels in English.
Okay.
So, and they saw it and they want to publish it. So I published it in Greece, and then I thought, why not try for the English market too? And this is how it started, more or less.
Okay, that's good. That's a good way to go. Well, we're all glad that you did it, man, because now we get to experience these awesome books back here. And 2 more, because you said there's going to be 5, right?
Yeah. And that's maybe awesome. 1 more prequel.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
And then when I know it's kind of far down the road because you got 2 more books, you just released book 3, but I'm always curious, like when you wrap up that down the road, do you have in your mind, like, are you going to stay in this world, or do you plan to move away and do something completely different and fresh?
I'm sure I will do both. So I want to write something that will be standalone and completely different. Cool. Maybe it will be a little bit fantasy and crime, and I don't know. I'm not sure. I definitely want to write another trilogy or something in the same world, but maybe it will be like 1,000 years before or something.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, awesome. Lorena asked an awesome question here. She said, have any of your characters been inspired by Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, or any of the other books? Some of your favorite fantasy authors and series, any of your characters inspired by those?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, it's not that I had the character from Harry Potter in my mind when I wrote, but I would say definitely that I'm inspired from Voldemort and Snape.
Oh, nice.
Definitely. So about Lord of the Rings, I'm not sure. I don't have someone specific in my mind, but I'm sure that even without me understanding it, there is
inspired by a little bit. Yeah, for sure. Pennypath is here. What's up, Penny? Who's your favorite character? I think maybe like in your book, who's your favorite character to write?
To write, I mean, definitely John.
Okay.
Because he's first of all, it's fun because there are many funny stuff that happens around him, and also because he changes mind all the time. So it's really enjoyable to write about John. So that's why I enjoyed the novella that much, even if it was a very dark story about him and explains how he became so cynical when he's older. But I really enjoy writing about him, if that's the question. If she means about the character in general from all the books I have read, honestly, I don't know.
Hold on, let's start with Harry Potter. You mentioned Harry Potter first. Who's your favorite character in Harry Potter?
That's a hard question.
I know. There's some good ones in there.
I will say Snape.
Yeah, there we go. I like that. I like that. All right. What about, let's see. Oh, yeah. What about Game of Thrones? Who's your favorite character?
Jaime.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah.
Him and Tyrion are like my 2 favorite. Tim agrees. Snape is the give off Snape vibes.
Thanks.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I was gonna ask you too. I love the titles of your books and of the series. How did you come up with those? Like, was it something that you thought of for a while, or did you think of each title as you came up with each book? How did you come up with such cool titles for all your books?
Actually, I came up with the titles after I wrote the books.
Oh,
so
wow.
now I know the titles of the book 4 and 5, but when I started, I didn't know. I think it just fits the story, just like a summary of what happens in general.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why it's not. Yeah, it's not
It's not just
something.
random.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not random.
But still, they sound great. They really like catch your attention.
Thanks.
I think you did a great job with it. First, Tim said that Snape's awesome, but not sure that's a compliment. And you give off Snape vibes, but we're gonna take it as one. And then Keys is here. What's up, Keys? Thanks for being here, buddy. Appreciate it.
Hello.
All right, so now I have some questions for you about your writing process. So we talked a little bit about how you prefer to write at night. So Lorena says that's a compliment in their books. There we go. So you're more of a night owl, so you like to write at night. So when you're working on a book and you're focused, do you always write at the same time every night? Do you like make goals for the day, for the week, or do you just kind of write whenever it works to make sure you get writing in every day?
I don't have a specific time in the night. I mean, I just, I work, I finish, I will have dinner and stuff, and at some point I will start. It's not like, it's not specific. But about goals, yeah, I have all the time because the thing is I need to translate the books as well, as I mentioned, and that takes a lot of time. So I need to finish the book earlier in Greek so I can translate it and publish it in English as well.
Okay.
And my timelines are a bit tight, so I want to write every day. And I don't have like a word target, but if a word or a specific word count or anything, but if I feel that, I need one more month and I have 25 chapters left, then I'm in panic mode and I write like crazy man. So it's like I write 30,000 words in, I don't know, in 10 days. Yeah.
Okay. So you can rock it out when you need to.
Yeah. I mean, of course, after I will go back and check again and stuff, and we'll have editing. So I have many rounds of editing because first I have the editing in Greek, then I translate, then I have English editing. So there are some changes in the books because I have another editing. So there is a lot of.
That's true. That's a whole big other layer that you have to worry about.
Yeah, it's a big process. Actually, in the first book, I didn't have any of this, so I just translated. Didn't have any editing, and that's why my writing changed a lot after the first book.
Okay.
Because there are some differences between Greek writing and English writing, but so on how you tell the story, there are many differences.
Wow.
So I have to learn these things.
Yeah. That's what we do, right? We learn as we go.
Yeah.
So do you write it all in Greek and edit it all in Greek, get it good, and then go back and translate it in English and edit it again?
Yes.
Wow. That is a process. Okay.
That's fine now. So now that I have done it 4 times, it's fine. But in the beginning, it was a struggle because the thing is, most of the Greek authors use a writing style, an omniscient style, which probably, I mean, it means that you are the God narrator and you just, tell the story to the readers, and occasionally you add hope to the characters.
Okay.
But this is something that doesn't happen a lot in the English market. So you have a specific POV, and every chapter is for one POV, or you change the scene. So we don't do that much in Greek, and I didn't know that. So when I translate the first book, actually that was totally random. I sent an email to Mark Lawrence, and I was thinking that he will never reply. And he replied, and he said that you need to change this style because it was very common in English like some years ago, but now it's not. So I changed the book directly in English, and then I adjusted my style. And actually I like that, to be honest. I like better this style because you develop better the characters. But when I started translating, I didn't know that. And because there are not many Greek authors who translate their books, there was nobody practically to tell me. So I was really lucky that Mark told me.
Yeah, that's so cool. And he was one of the authors that you really got you into fantasy. So that must have been pretty cool for him to reach out to you and help you out with that.
Yeah, it was.
Man. That's awesome. All right. So next question. When you mentioned earlier a little bit that you plan some things out, but not everything. So on the spectrum of a pantser who just writes without plotting at all and just goes versus someone who plots everything, would you say you're like right in the middle, or do you lean more towards like pantsing or more towards plotting?
I think I'm in the middle in the sense that I know some big events will happen. So I know that I might change my mind, but it's not that often. However, there are many things I don't plan. So, for example, the third book, I mean, I don't want to give spoilers, but it starts with something random, which I had no idea it will happen. So, yeah, it's not that
Okay.
I planned that much, I would say.
Okay. We got a couple of good questions here. And Lorena, let me know if it's Lorena or Lorena, because I don't want to keep saying your name wrong, because you are rocking it with these questions. So they asked any real places, specific locations or landmarks that have inspired places in the books, or anywhere in particular you like to visit for inspiration before you start writing.
Actually, that's an excellent question. So book 4, which is not out yet, I'm writing it now. It was inspired by a castle in UK, because there is a castle in Cornwall that so the tide comes and goes. And when I went there, I was thinking, if you want to take this castle and the tide comes and take your army, what do you do? So how difficult it would be to seize a castle like this. So the whole book was based on this idea.
Wow. Okay, that's cool. Very cool. All right, let's see. And Maria asked, are there any Greek elements in the book, like Greek mythological creatures or other cultural elements that you put in from Greek culture?
Yeah, so many. There are mermaids, centaurs, Pegasus. No, not Epigasus, Pegasia. Actually, there are many. And also about cultural elements, even the master, like apprentice thing, it's a Greek one. It starts from the centaurs. So there are many like this, I would say.
Very cool. Okay, love it. And then Keys asked, what inspired your world? What would you say is some of the big inspirations for the world you created in the Dance of Light?
It's many things. So it's not something specific about that. Okay, it's based on a medieval, let's say, France, England time. But also there is like some inspiration from Jenkins Hunt, from also Middle East and everything. Other continents. So it's many different stuff about the world.
Nice. Okay, very cool. And yeah, Keith said he doesn't know much about the story, but the cover is fantastic, and I do recommend it to anybody that wants to have these beautiful books, but also a good story. So definitely check it out, everybody. All right. So then my other question is, when you're writing, are you someone that likes it to be completely silent? Do you like background noise? Do you like music? Do you like to kind of be shut away on your own at home? Do you like to go out places and write? Like how do you like it to be when you're writing?
No, home and silent. I cannot find in other places. I mean, sometimes when I go, because I live in London now, when I go back home in Greece, I manage to write, but it's not that common, I would say. And also, the thing is that when my partner or my girlfriend makes noise in the house when I'm writing, I'm getting pissed off. So I need to silence it.
Like any kind of noise, or if she's just being really loud?
Yeah, I mean, okay, not any kind, but yeah.
She just gets up and you're like, hey, no, don't move.
I'm like, silence.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah, imagine I have the one from Harry Potter and do like silence.
Oh yeah, just silence everybody. Thank you for letting me know, Lorena. Got it.
Lorena.
All right. Penny asked a good question also. What's your favorite Greek mythological creature you included in your book?
Definitely the Pegasus, because I liked so much the story of Hercules, and there was a Pegasus involved at some point, so I really love this creature.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I do like that. That's cool. All right. So we are gonna switch gears here in a minute, but before we do, we're gonna play a little game. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I am.
All right. Do you consider yourself a detective? Have a detective's mind?
Not really, but I will try my best.
Well, this might be tough. I've got these cards. They're called 1-minute mysteries.
Okay.
So basically, these cards have a case that I'll read to you, and then it'll tell us what the mystery is, and then you and the chat can work together and try to see if you can solve it. We did that one. And then there's some hints or clues at the bottom of the card that I can read to you whenever you want me to. And usually, as you go through them, they make it more and more obvious what the answer is. Usually, sometimes they suck. The clues aren't that good.
Okay.
Normally, they do. They help. Let
Nice.
me make sure that we haven't done all three of these before I ask you to pick one. Okay. So I've got 3 cards here. 1,
Okay.
2, 3. So which one do you want to do?
The middle one.
This one. All right. Yeah. Let's see what we got. All right, everybody in the chat, help out Gregory if you think you know what it is. All right, here's the case. It says, a huge outdoor sign is raised to draw attention to new real estate. The sign cost $20,000, but is less than 20 letters long. I didn't know this was gonna be a math problem for you. All right. The sign costs $21,000, but is less than 20 letters long. Although it is only meant to advertise the prime property for a year and a half, it remains in the same location for 8 decades.
Oh wow!
This is I'll give you a chance to switch it up and do a different card if you want, or we can go with this one.
Okay, I have no clue, but I don't mind.
We can do a different one. We can that one. I don't like that one. That was weird. That was a weird one. All right, let me grab the other one.
Let's do the left one.
Okay, we'll do the left one. All right, this one I think is a little more like they usually are. It's not all that math. All right, here we go. Peter is a misunderstood teenager who has a very dangerous nighttime occupation. He wears a full body uniform for his graveyard shift and often finds himself falling off very tall buildings. Often he fights off the attacks of incredibly deranged characters. Peter never gets hurt too badly and appears to win every fight. Now, anybody that's into movies or comic books might figure this one out. I'll read it again. So Peter is a misunderstood teenager who has a very dangerous occupation. He wears a full body uniform for his graveyard shift and often finds himself falling off very tall buildings. He fights off the attacks of deranged characters. He never gets hurt and appears to win every fight.
I think I got the answer from the chat. Spider-Man.
It is Spider-Man. Peter Parker. Now, do you ever read comics or watch like the Marvel movies or superhero
movies? I read comics when I was young,
okay,
but not now. Actually, in the previous World Con in Glasgow, I bought a very cool one.
Oh, really?
About Captain America, yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, very old one.
That's cool. How old was it?
I think it was like 86.
Oh, wow. That is a pretty cool one. Very nice. Oh, yeah. Maria, Superman coming out this summer. Hopefully it'll be a good movie.
Yeah, let's see.
We'll see. All right. Nice job, Keys. You nailed it. Spider-Man. Good work. Yeah, that first one was weird. It was actually trying to make us guess. It was talking about the Hollywood sign, like the one that says Hollywood.
Okay.
But it didn't really
the exact number.
Yeah,
so
it never.
Was 21K.
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't really ever ask a question. It just described it. It was kind of I didn't like that one. So I'm glad we switched it up. So round of applause. You solved the 1 minute mystery with the help of that. Good job, guys. Oh yeah, here we go. Those are my two favorite too.
Yeah.
You like Daredevil, Punisher, but Batman and Spider-Man are probably my two
From
favorites.
Marvel, I like Iron Man too a lot.
Yes, I love Iron Man too. Yep, that's good. All right, so let's see. Lorena had a good question. Oh, I just clicked on it. Why didn't it pop up? There we go. All right, since you don't plan your writing and scenes just happen while you write them, would you say external factors and the external environment influence the scenes, such as current developments? So does it just kind of come to you, or are you influenced by what you already wrote happening and kind of go from there?
I mean, totally. I mean, there is a lot of influence from the environment. I mean, if I'm angry with something that's happening in my life, I might kill everybody.
So, all right. So when we get to those parts, we're gonna know Gregory was angry when he killed off all our favorite characters.
No, I'm joking, but yeah, totally. And maybe something happens in my life, and then maybe I will try to, to make a character be in the same situation, not exactly the same, but something similar that fits the world or whatever. So yeah, totally.
Nice. I like it. JA is here. What's up, man? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was my jam too, man. Loved that cartoon when I was a kid.
Yeah, same.
And then I got into the comics a little bit, but definitely the cartoon was awesome. All right, very cool. All right, so now I got some questions for you for us to get to know you a little bit better outside of your writing. Are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
All right, let's do it.
I am.
First one. What is your favorite color? The tough one sometimes. Green? All right. Is that why is it green? Is it just because, or was there like a reason from back in the day that green became your favorite?
Not like dark green, because I like buying clothes that are dark green. So that's why I'm saying.
All right. Brings out the eyes, so that's why you do the green. All right. Very cool. All right. What's your favorite food?
That's tough. Okay, I would say pasta and steak.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. That's a good combo. Now, a certain kind of pasta, like Alfredo or
bolognese.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
that sounds good. Now, how do you like your steak? Are you a medium rare, or like a barely cooked, or a well done?
Medium rare.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Me too. Very good. Is there like a restaurant you like to go to by you that has good steak, or do you make it at home, or what's your preference?
So yeah, I prefer to go to a restaurant. So I don't know actually many in London that so there are some, but I don't. So actually I have one in mind in New York that was my favorite, let's say.
Okay.
It was called Keen's. It was so good.
Oh,
and there was one in Bali that I was in, was so good about steaks.
Dang.
So I know some in Greece and UK as well, but I don't know. These two are just they pop out in my mind because they were so good.
They must have been really good. If that's the ones you're still remembering. That's awesome. I love a good steak, so I'm with you there. All right, next one. We know you're awesome at writing, but what is a hobby maybe that you have, or a talent that you have that people might not know about?
Talent, hobby. Okay, so I like many sports.
Okay,
I like playing football. I mean soccer, not the American one. I don't even know the rules about the American football, so it seems complicated to me. But maybe it's because it's not that common in Europe, so that's why. I don't know it. Also, I used to do boxing. I still do the practice. I don't fight other people, because if you go to work now with the black eye, it's not fun. So yeah, I do the practice and stuff, but I don't spar. And I like a lot swimming, which makes sense because I'm Greek. So yes, about talents, I don't know what to say.
Are any of those hobbies talents? Like, are you good at those things, or you just like to do them?
I would say I'm good at swimming. I'm also tall, which helps to swim fast. So yeah, I would say I'm good.
Oh, here we go. John Douglas is here. He said he had to be here. You've been such an inspiration in the indie fantasy space.
Thank you so much, John.
That's awesome.
Same goes for you.
That's right. I love it. So yeah, being really tall helps with swimming, especially if you were racing. Like you can reach that out and get that wall before other people, right?
Yeah. I used to. So I was in a swimming team when I was a kid. My dad took me there. Actually, I didn't like it as a kid, but now I love it. Yeah. As a kid, I didn't like it. So yeah, in Greece, they force you to learn how to swim because everybody, even in the weekends, they go to the beach and stuff. So my mom used to just take me and throw me in the sea to learn how to swim.
Well, no wonder you didn't like it then. But once you got older and it was your own choice, then it was like, all right.
Yeah, now it's fun. I go snorkeling.
Okay. Oh, nice.
I go diving. So yeah, it's fun.
Oh man, do you do that on your own, or do you go with like a guide or like a company or something?
No, in my own. So when I'm in Greece, I go around and I still go with my parents. So all my family, they swim. So my grandma is 90 and she still swims.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. Dang, she sounds like she's a Spitfire then.
Yeah,
that is cool, man. That's awesome. What's the coolest thing you've seen when you were like snorkeling or diving?
Oh, I mean, it was in Bali, so it's crazy. So all the sea turtles, the manta rays, everything.
Wow.
So there is also another. You have a guide there, of course, because you cannot just go, and swim a bit and then start seeing because there are waves. So if you just go to the beach, the only thing you can do is surf.
Okay.
But you can take like a boat and go like in the deep. And in the open sea, and then in the ocean you can do snorkeling and stuff, but they know where they take you because otherwise it might be dangerous.
Oh yeah.
But it was so much fun. Even the colors and everything in the sea was amazing.
Wow, that's wild. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. What what was, if you remember back, what was your first job you ever worked? Way back in the day. Your first job you ever had?
Job. Okay. So actually it was in my dad's company.
Okay, nice.
So he was a middleman for fruits and vegetables. So practically he would buy the fruits and vegetables from the producer and sell it to the big stores. And I would go there as like 15-year-old and I would carry stuff like potatoes and tomatoes and stuff in the truck.
Oh man, that's a good first job to keep you in shape.
Yeah. And then like proper job when I was in uni, it was like in a company that they so they would go in flats and buildings and they install all of this air conditioning and stuff like this, and I did Excel spreadsheets for them. So
that's pretty cool. Now, had you got into like doing spreadsheets and stuff like that before you did that? Or was that just what they needed and you just tried it out?
It was part of my studies too. So I studied computer science and then finance and then investment risk. So
okay. Is that what you do for your day job now?
I do investment risk.
Nice. Okay. Do you like that? I mean, you probably like writing better, but
I prefer writing. I mean, it's completely different. I prefer writing.
Way different.
Actually, it's stressful because the investment risk, because you have clients with very big portfolios and if they lose money. And now actually it's a very challenging time because with all the tariffs and stuff, we have a lot of turbulence in the market. But it's a bit stressful, but it's fun sometimes. I think I was enjoying that more when I started doing it.
Yeah.
And with the years, I enjoyed less. Definitely enjoy writing more. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right. Next question. What are some of your like all-time favorite movies or TV shows?
Movies. Okay. So movies. Lord of the Rings.
Nice. Yeah.
Fight Club.
Oh yeah. That's a good one. Oh, 7. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Man, those are some good ones.
Movies. For TV shows, it's totally Game of Thrones. I don't care about the ending. I mean, the ability to make everybody talking about that, it's amazing. So I don't care if the ending was
Oh yeah, it is very good. Yep.
So yeah, it's definitely Game of Thrones. Also, I really like a TV show that was called House with a doctor.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know if you ever saw it. I
yeah.
really
I
like
love
that.
House. Yeah, that was such a good show.
Another one. I'm trying to think.
It's
Yeah,
hard
all
on
the
the
recent
spot.
ones about fantasy,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like them that much. Like Rings of Power or
Yeah.
the Will. Actually, I liked the third season of Wheel of Time, but
Okay.
the beginning wasn't that good.
Yeah, I didn't like the beginning, and I need to watch the rest because people say the third season was pretty decent, but
Yeah, it was actually,
yeah.
and the fights were very good.
Oh, good.
But
Well,
now it's cancelled, so
right now it doesn't matter because it's got canceled. Yeah.
I like Witcher too,
Oh yeah,
especially.
yeah. Me too. Yeah, yeah.
And I like I really like Dark and Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, yeah. Me too. Me too. Yeah, those are very good. Ja asked if anyone remembers Legend of the Seeker. I don't remember that. Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah, but yes, Lorena's right. The contrast between your job and the books. Yeah.
True. From math to writing.
Yeah, yeah. It's good that you have that outlet.
Yeah.
For sure. Now
I
is
need
the
to
hope
combine it because it needs to overwork. And one
Yeah.
day, if I have kids, I think I will not sleep at all. But yeah, I will not stop writing. So
Yeah, that's pretty much as long as you're prepared. You won't sleep much
Yep.
with kids, especially early on. Oh man, John remembers Legend of the Seeker. I don't remember the books or the show or movie. Yeah, I have to look that up.
Yeah, same.
All right. Thought of something I was going to ask you. Oh yeah. So you mentioned that you like Joe Abercrombie books. What do you think about them making the Best Served Cold movie? Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I am. But I'm a bit, I'm a bit skeptical. I just, because many things happen with all these fantasy franchises.
Yeah.
I just hope it will be good.
Me
But
too.
at least it's good to see something new because there are all these shows around Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings, and it's like everybody feels that people are like bored about it. I mean, not about the House of Dragon because people like that, but I'm sure that after 10 different series on the same thing, it will be too much. So it's good to see something new, but I hope they do it a little bit better than the Wheel of Time.
Yeah,
the beginning.
Me too. I know, me too. I wish they would have started with Blade itself though, and because I love all those characters. It's kind of a bummer.
The first I read too. It was the first translated in Greece, and I read this one, and it was dark, and I liked it. Yeah. So it's an inspiration for the novella a bit, I would say.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I could see that. Keys, you got to read some Joe Abercrombie, man. You could start with The Devil. So that just came out. That's
actually it's good for you because so many nice books to read.
I know. There's so many, too many things to read. All right.
Actually, I met Joe in Worldcon last year. He's such a nice guy.
He seems like he'd be like a genuinely nice guy.
Yeah,
that's cool. So did you go to Worldcon like as an author, or did you just go as a fan? Like, did you have like a booth and stuff there?
No, I didn't have a booth, just fun. But there were many like indie authors and stuff. It was fun. And this year I'm going to Seattle actually. So
nice, good.
Yeah.
Good. That's awesome, man. Good for you. I was gonna say you definitely should go to the next one. I mean, these people walk by, they're gonna stop when they see your books. They are gorgeous, dude. So you definitely should. Well, that's good, Keys. At least you got the Blade. Wait, the Blade itself. I think you were auto corrected there. I was like, the Blade myself. Oh yeah, Empire of Silence. It's good. Have you read Sun Eater by Christopher Racchio yet, Gregory?
No,
that's pretty good too.
Okay,
it's this one. I don't know if you've seen it. If I can get this out. This one.
No, I haven't.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
I have seen it a lot. Yeah. So the thing is that when I write, I don't read that much because
I was just going to ask you that
if you're writing a lot.
Okay. Yep, I was just going to ask if when you're writing, if you're able to read too, because I feel like that would be tough.
No, I can watch a show and stuff in TV, but if I read the book, it will affect me a lot. So I don't. Or okay, if I read something completely different, because I read mostly fantasy and crime.
Okay.
If I read crime, it's fine, but if I read fantasy, it will affect me a lot.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. What's some of your favorite crime books or authors that you read?
Jon Nesbo, totally.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Okay. I want to get into those. I haven't done it yet, but I want to.
Really good. But the thing is that one of my favorites is The Snowman, and they made that the movie some years ago, and the movie was crap. So that's a problem all the time. Is
I hate that when you love a book or book series, they finally make a movie. You're like, yes.
And I was like, oh, okay, I will see this movie. I love the book. I mean, finally.
Yeah.
And then even so, the opening of this book is amazing. And then even the opening in the movie wasn't good. I mean, I was like, how you have the book, you have everything ready. How you
why try to change it?
Yeah, why you destroy this?
It's right here. Just use this as a script. I know. I don't get that either. Oh man. I know.
But it happens.
It does. It does. All right. Next question. Have you ever been a gamer? Have you ever been into video games?
Oh, I am. Even now.
Even now, I like that. Okay. What's your well, first, what are you, PC gamer or console?
So I'm a PC gamer and I play in PS5 and stuff as well, and Nintendo too. I play everything.
Nice. You are good. You got it all going. All right. What's some of your favorite games? Probably The Witcher, because you mentioned you like The Witcher.
Yeah, I play Witcher. I play Elden Ring and stuff. Yeah. I play different stuff. I play Star Wars games.
Nice.
I play also soccer games. I play a lot of Mario in Switch.
Nice.
Even I play even Pokemon games in Switch.
Pokemon games are fun.
Yeah. And I want now to play in the PC the Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah, nice.
I play Grand Theft Auto. I play many stuff.
Oh yeah, you play all the good ones. That's good. That's good. Awesome. Yeah, I just read today. I'm sure this is old news to most people, but I just read today that they're making an Elden Ring movie.
Yeah, I saw that too.
That's so cool. I didn't even know that till I was today years old when I found that out. Like, that's pretty sweet. Are you pretty good at Elden Ring? Because that game's kind of hard.
Yeah, it's very hard. I wouldn't say I'm like, I wouldn't say like I'm the best, but I finish it. I managed to finish it.
You're pretty dang good then. If you finish it. And I agree with Keys. He says Gregory is a cool guy. Yes. Oh, here we go. Yep. Marina said Scandinavian crime literature is elite.
Oh yeah, it's the best. It's the best. I mean, it makes sense. It's night for 6 months over there, so they get a lot of imagination about crime and stuff.
All the crime and stuff, the darkness. Yeah, that makes sense.
Jon Nesbo is so amazing because there might be even a crime scene, and he will describe in a pub, let's say, or something. He will describe the music, what the radio plays, what everybody is eating and stuff, and then there is a crime. The whole Harry Hole thing. I really like it.
Man, does he only do that one series, or has he written like other stuff too?
No, he has standalone too, but there is a series about one detective, this Harry Hole, but it's not like you need to read the books in a specific order. You can read it. Yeah, you can read any.
So is there like a loose ongoing like thread in his life, or is it really just case of the week, kind of thing that you can just read any book and it doesn't matter?
No, you can just read any book.
Okay, very cool. All right, Keys want to know if you have ever watched or have watched anime.
So no, my girlfriend, she's a fanatic watcher of how it's called. Oh my god.
Like One Piece?
Yeah, One Piece. It's led my mind. And she tried to make me watch it, but then she told me that's 1,000 episodes, and I was like,
you're like, no.
Yeah, I don't think I have time for that.
You're like, I'm out. An anime I think you would like is what's it called? Vinland Saga is pretty good. And so is Berserk is good. I don't know if you've ever heard of Berserk. That's pretty good too. They're both dark. Key says, "Oh, not cool anymore." Just kidding. Jay says, ain't no one got time for animal, especially One Piece. Like I've always wanted to get in that too, but it's so long. I don't have time for something else that long.
She love my girlfriend loves One Piece.
Man, did she like the live action one that Netflix did? I don't know if she watched that or not.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I haven't watched that either, but long series for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Oh man. Did I ask all the questions? I think so.
You can improvise now.
Yeah. All right. So you mentioned earlier about comics, and that you liked Iron Man, and that you bought a really cool old Captain America comic, which is cool. So when you were growing up, what was like your favorite comics to read?
I didn't have any.
Oh, I thought you said you read them when you were younger.
So I read I read 2 or 3, but they weren't that easy. It wasn't easy to find them in Greece. But I read like 2 or 3. I think it was one about Avengers.
Okay.
And I think I had one about Wonder Woman.
Oh,
and
nice.
Definitely I had another one about Superman.
Okay. Nice.
So yeah.
So yeah, you had some, but yeah, I bet it was hard to get.
Not that many. It was more any fantasy books I could find.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. Yeah. I'm sure that was tough. So there was probably not even like any at a library that you could just go to and read fantasy as a kid.
Maybe there was, but I didn't do that. I just bought the books I could. I'm not sure about a library. I think we have many libraries in Athens that you can go and read stuff, but it's more about the uni.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if you could find fantasy.
Right. Not as much like entertainment stuff, more for studying and
more
learning
about science stuff or law or whatever.
Okay. That makes sense. Let's see. So you talked about how you love writing and you've got the day job. Now, obviously it's the hope for everybody to eventually just be able to write. But do you have like, because you seem like you're like a numbers guy, and with risk assessment, do you have like a game plan? Like I'm going to be able to just write and have that be my job by the time I'm this age? Or are you just kind of enjoying the ride and you see what happens?
I just enjoy the ride because I think that if you have goals like this, you might get really disappointed and then stop. And I think nobody, we have some other authors in the chat, they can comment as well. I think nobody started writing to make money. Like, okay, today I wake up, I will write a book and, I will pay my bills with that. I think you just do it for fun. Like all the arts, and if it happens to be able to pay the bills and stuff and be a full-time author, it's fantastic. But if it doesn't and you can support it, you can just keep doing it. That's my take.
I like that. That's a good take. Josh from Already Overbooked just popped in. What's up, Josh? Thanks for being here, man. Another awesome YouTube channel. Check him out if you have not yet. All right, it's already been an hour, man. That went by so fast.
Time flies.
It is. It's been a lot of fun, man. I loved having you on. I will, before I go into my ending thing, I'll give you the floor to say anything you want to say about your books or whatever. The floor is yours, my friend.
Oh, thank you. So for anybody who likes Greek mythology and stories that have like battles, war, betrayal, also loyalty, and if you look for a story that, as I said in the beginning, that it's not that humans need to get united to fight an evil force, but humans are the tribe, the race, let's say, that might affect badly other races, and you look a story about that with all of this combined in a medieval setup, this series is for you. And it gets darker and darker, so it starts a bit more classic but becomes really dark, I would say.
Nice. I love it. Josh said a couple things. He said your book covers are sick. And then I was going to ask you this too, but he beat me to it. He said, is it the best place for us to get your books? Would it be from Amazon or from your website?
So in my website, you cannot buy the book from the website. I just have links. So yeah, Amazon is a safe bet. If you want signed books, broken binding for sure. They have signed copies. And all the other retailers like Barnes and Noble, Walmart and stuff, Waterstones, you can get physical copies. For ebooks, it's only Amazon. Yeah. So yeah, but definitely for signed ones, broken binding.
Nice. Awesome. All right, man. Well, thanks again for coming on. This has been a blast. I love chatting with you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, anytime. Congrats on the new book, and I would love to have you on again anytime when book 4 and 5 come out, or just anytime you want to come on and hang out, man.
It will be my pleasure.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks again. I know it's late where you are, so I appreciate you staying up, but you're a night owl, so it's probably early for you.
Yeah,
the night is just beginning. All right. Well, everybody, check out the description. I'll have links to Gregory's books and his website. And get going on these books because I'm about to, because they look awesome. And the prequel novella, which you should read after book 1, not before, like I did. It's really good, but definitely recommend his books. Thanks again for coming on, Gregory. Beasties, you guys were awesome in the chat. You guys asked awesome questions. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're watching the replay, we appreciate you. I will be back on Thursday night. I will be having on Tori Tekken to talk about her new book that just came out. So look forward to that. And until I see you then, as I always say, beasties, devour your TBRs, be brave, be beautiful to one another, and be beastly. We'll see you.